Welcome back to Primetime News and a special welcome to those watching on onespotmedia.com. The number of people killed by the security forces in the first quarter of this year has declined by 35%. That's according to data from the Independent Commission of Investigations Indicom released in an interview with TVJ News. And what about planned operations? Are the police obeying the rules? Those issues and more in this report. From January to March this year, 22 people were killed by the security forces, down from 34 during the corresponding period in 2018. That's a reduction of 35%. And how is it looking year on year? Well, in 2018, there were 137 fatal shootings, and in 2017, 168, representing 31 fewer people or an 18% reduction.
I want to caution, however, that the decline is a good one, and we are appreciative of it, but we must also still recognize that Jamaica's fatal shooting numbers, even with this decline, is one of the highest in the world.
Now, Indicom's Commissioner Terence Williams has raised concerns about the lack of plans for police operations. Disciplinary action was even recommended for senior officers who breached the rules, with intervention in the form of training and enforcement, positive results.
We do a questionnaire, and the questionnaire is to make sure that the people are properly outfitted with weapons that they are allowed to carry by the force rules. They have first aid equipment on operation. The plans reveal that they had a plan which made the use of deadly force less likely, and that there is supervision for the junior officers' use of deadly force. So we see that the force is being more professional in their planning and how they use force in those kind of operations. It's a very important improvement.
And that has led to improvements in the number of people killed during planned operations. In 2017, 41 people were killed in 30 planned operations, and last year, 20 died in 17 planned operations. Meanwhile, Indicom is monitoring cases in which cops were accused of planting guns on crime scenes. It was the highlight of the agency's report in the first quarter of last year.
One case has so far been charged. The most I can say that it was a case where the firearm was alleged to have been recovered by the police, and then three to 4 weeks later, the firearm was claimed to have been recovered again by the police for a man who they killed, who they claimed pointed the firearm at them.
Mr. Williams is again urging law enforcement officials to tell the truth and follow the rules. Case in point, a shooting involving 3 officers in the Crossroads area who said they were acting in self-defense.
They gave their statements, we inquired into the matter, and then we realized and got evidence that they were speaking the truth and that they had bravely confronted robbers. And indeed, we were able to charge somebody else for involvement in that crime, and we were able to say to the Commissioner of Police that indeed these officers who started out as concerned officers should now be commended based on our investigations for their actions.